third stage shift, and there's a lot to look at today, as these storms are taking a severe turn and are about to cause a lot of big problems. The first thing we look at is our day one, which is today, June 5th, our severe weather outlook, which I'm really concerned about that Kansas area right there, that Oklahoma panhandle up into Kansas and to southeast Colorado. That's a very big chance of severe weather, and some down in the more southern part of the Texas panhandle into southeast Colorado, or into southeast New Mexico, which y'all are going to have some pretty severe weather too. Which possible, like, I'm going to say y'all are going to have EF4 to EF5 tornadoes in that area somewhere, which we'll take a look at the tornado outlook in just a second. Right there in that marginal risk, which is the dark green, moving all the way up from around that slight risk, which is the yellow, which y'all will have the most severe weather in that yellow, and that enhanced risk, which is kind of like a orangish, brownish kind of, in that yellow and orange brownish area. Y'all are going to have the most severe weather, mainly in that orange and brownish area, as this will happen later on in the day, probably lunchtime or so. In that darker green marginal risk, moving all the way up into New England, moving all the way up into England and stuff, up, and I'm going to say Maine, I believe, all the way down all those states, up through, up into some of Kansas and some of Colorado, moving back down into New Mexico and around Texas area. Y'all are going to have some moderate thunderstorms in that green, but moving more southeast, y'all are going to have some of this severe weather that is falling apart, that will be falling apart from this Texas and Oklahoma area. Max Velocity and Ryan Hall, y'all will be going live, so y'all, I shout them out every video. They will cover it live. If you're in the light green anywhere else in the United States, y'all are just going to have some light thunderstorms, heavy rain showers. So yeah, onto our tornado outlook for today, which I was saying, this is pretty rare that we have a 5%. So y'all are going to have a few EF4 to EF5 tornadoes in the area that we were just talking about was going to have the most severe weather in Texas and Oklahoma. Some into very east New Mexico and southeast Colorado. And if you're in that green around that, which is ranging through Texas, New Mexico, some of Colorado, through a little bit of Kansas, and pretty much all of Oklahoma, y'all are going to have a chance of EF3, EF2 tornadoes, but in that brown, possible EF4 to EF5 tornadoes. Same with the wind. This wind is very severe. I've never, ever, since I have started my weather channel, have seen anything this severe for wind. Sorry, my camera cut off. I've never ever seen any red or 30% in that, like, in a wind thing ever. And we'll see as we go into the hail outlook too. But if you're in that red and green, y'all are going to have possible 100 mile per hour winds in that, did I say green? Sorry. If you're in that red area, y'all are going to have possible 100 to 110 mile per hour winds. So y'all definitely be weather aware, because that will cause damage. It could get up to enough to flip cars if it continues to strengthen. If you're in that yellow, which is Texas, Oklahoma, some New Mexico, some Colorado, some of Kansas, y'all are going to have some possible 75 mile per hour winds, something like that. And if you're in that brown, that's ranging across basically the whole east U.S. Y'all are gonna have some. Y'all are gonna have some like possible 50-mile-per-hour winds max. Now for our hail outlook. This is crazy. Y'all will have softball-sized hail. If this continues to strengthen, I'm gonna say softball plus tennis ball-sized hail, which could be up to 2 inches in diameter, which could be up to about 2 to 3 inches in diameter. So y'all definitely be aware of that, which will cause damage to vehicles, homes, mobile homes, and anything like that. If you're in that red. If you're in that yellow that has black outlines, y'all are going to have some softball-sized hail, 100%. If you're in that yellow that doesn't have black outlines, still softball-sized hail probably, minimum baseball size. If you're in that brown up in the northeast United States or in that Texas area, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Colorado, Wyoming, Arkansas, no, Nebraska, New Mexico area, y'all are going to have some just baseball size, golf ball size hail. Now for our tornado, now for our severe weather outlook for tomorrow. Right there, ranging basically across the whole south and central plains. Y'all are going to have some severe weather if you're in that yellow. If you're in that darker green, y'all are going to have some moderate thunderstorms. The yellow is going to have the heaviest thunderstorms and the most dangerous thunderstorms. But if you're in that darker green, which is the marginal risk, ranging basically across the whole U.S., y'all are going to have some just moderate thunderstorms, heavy rain showers. If you're in that light green anywhere across the whole entire United States, basically, y'all are going to have some just light thunderstorms, heavy rain showers. Not too heavy, but some just light thunderstorms. Now here's for our tornado outlook. If you're in that area that's going to get the most severe weather, y'all are going to have possible EF2 to EF3 pop-up tornadoes, possible 2 to 3. But basically over the next 7 to 10 days, we're going to have some pretty severe weather. For our wind outlook, we're going to have some very severe wind in that area, as well as some hail. More in the Texas Panhandle and the Oklahoma Panhandle. If you're in that yellow with the black outline and with the black lines in it, y'all are going to have softball-sized hail. If you're in that yellow that does not have the black outlines and stuff, and black lines, y'all are going to have some just baseball, softball-sized hail probably. If you're in that brown area, y'all are going to have some like baseball-sized, minimum golf ball-sized hail. So yeah, alright, as we can see here, from this Texas area, which is where we were possibly, I was just talking about, we're going to have some severe weather, right here. Sorry. Let me go ahead and show y'all let me pull up the categorical outlook. See, so that's where that orange was that I was talking about. And that blue, you'll see right there, that's where the tornadoes are going to form from in this area and create the most severe weather. So for our hail outlook, like I was showing y'all, for that green, or like that red, that was the 30% that I said that I've never seen. As y'all can see, that little rotation right there in the blue is what's going to cause most of the hail. And as that's going to come up through there, and this will have some storm development moving up in here. We do have some, sorry, let me get that out of the way. We do have some severe weather up here in the more northeast from some of our storms yesterday down here. Now if we go ahead and change this to our tornado outlook, you can see where all the rotation starts right there, and where that's kind of curving right there is what's going to cause most of these tornadoes pop-up spins right here. as that will continue to spin. If we go ahead and pull up our wind outlook, you can obviously tell that there's going to be a pretty good chance of wind right there in that red area, as that's really dark blue, and moving up through that area. Up here we will have some storm development moving up. We'll have some storm development moving up this way, which will probably start about right here. Some storm development creating this wind. So yeah, this right here is basically just showing our fire temperatures from the temperatures from all the fire over here in the northern plains and the west plains, from where all these wildfires are starting. So yeah, that's basically just, we're gonna have a lot of heat over here, more in the western spot from all these wildfires in the California area, and some in this northern plains, more east though. But yeah, that's all I had to talk about today. I will be posting Saturday, I believe. I will not be able to post tomorrow, which is Friday, because I will be on my way back from the beach, in case you can't tell that I'm at the beach right now. But yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow. I try to keep everybody updated on the weather that could potentially be in their area. But click right here to subscribe to Ryan Hall, y'all. Click right here to subscribe to Max Velocity, and click right here to subscribe to me. They are the reason why I created my channel, to keep people weather alert. But they go live during these severe weather events to keep you, like, and they'll go as detailed as this city on this cross street. But I hope y'all have a good day. Bye.